All right, he's gonna try another dump off the truck. Got to get this dryer off for now. Asshole.
Sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield. It's a dryer. I'd known that, I'd left you at home. All I seen was knobs. Well, you gotta be very careful with this. Hey, something right now. She can pick this up. We got an issue. I am woman. Hear me snore. Alright.
What are you doing?
Well, they can't look at the other side. There's a message on the other side of this thing. Alright, I'm gonna have to turn this off.
Good morning, Scrap for Cash family, and happy Thursday. And yes, I said Thursday, not a Friday, because I'm taking an extended holiday weekend, and gonna enjoy several days off. Hopefully the weather's gonna be good. Looks like it is. I'm gonna enjoy this long Thursday, actually through Tuesday, Labor Day weekend. Starting out, as I often do, with my morning coffee in my garden, because this is absolutely my happy place. And I can prove that it's my happy place. You know why? Because I have a sign that says, "This is my happy place." Now, of course, Dennis would like to use that as target practice for his BB gun, but, you know, try to prevent him from doing that. But I'm sitting out here just thinking about stuff, enjoying my coffee and my tea, playing with the doggies. And with, 6 days off, a lot of people would go fishing or camping or, I don't know, go to the islands, take a cruise, or go to Cozumel. Well, we don't roll that way. I'm going to the scrapyard because, that's what scrappers do. And since Dennis works non-stop, there's no time for Cozumel. I'd like there to be time for Cozumel, but there isn't. So I'm off to the scrapyard today, maybe even tomorrow. Got a couple full trucks I'm going to take in today. We did some heavy-duty scrapping last night locally. He brought back another truck full, Old Reds full, from south of the border. And well, that wasn't very nice, GoPro. You cut off on me. Am I that boring? Really? Anyway, when I say south of the border, I obviously mean south of the Ohio border. But so we have 2 full trucks, and then we've got what we'd like to do is try to get the black truck filled with aluminum. We might try to break some of that stuff down tonight. I think we have a certain amount in the back, and we've been filling it up as we go along. I'm going to bring some aluminum back that's buried in a couple of the trucks today. But one thing I was thinking about as I'm sitting out here, one of the things I was thinking about as I'm sitting out here is all the scrap that I actually have in my garden. I have amassed a ton of stuff that I use for my garden decor. And I thought I might share that with you. Just because, it's really cool. It's like a treasure hunt. One of the things that Dennis picked up, and Gretchen's over there playing with the dog across the way, is this cute little item here. It's just a couple birds on a pole, but I forget what Dennis has got a name for everything, but they got that. Then, try not to pan around too quickly. If you can see back in the corner, there's a couple where Gretchen just ran. There's a couple little pedestals. Those came from scrapping. This whole setup came from scrapping. The large urn here that I use, I cleaned that out in front of somebody's house. They had it filled with trash. Brought that home, planted it right up, exactly what I needed there. The rocker from scrapping, that was in perfect condition. The little side table, I already had one of those, so I picked up, we were able to pick up another one to match it. It was really nice. Pan around here to my little garden paradise, as I like to refer to it. All this, a lot of these bits and pieces on my baker's rack over here are from scrapping. The green tray, the 2 green candle holders, the 2 red candle holders, those all came from scrapping. I'm not using it right now, but in the corner here, it's kind of a mess, but this 3-tier, well, it's multi-tier actually, planter is from scrapping. I'll fill that up at some point. I just didn't use it this year. Oh, there's a bench under my tree in the corner. If you can see that, back in the back corner back there. My daughter actually picked that up out of scrap for me. Well, I think she intended it for herself, but I talked her out of it because it fit perfectly under my tree, daughter. Can't I have it? Well, of course you can, Mother. So that was another thing we picked up. These buckets that matched the green tray. One that I keep the wood in for the fireplace. And then another one I'm using as a planter. Those are from scrapping. Here's another thing. This holder. Scrap. And I think that's about it back here. The front yard, I got a few items. We're using a little, really small wagon sitting out there. That's used. There's a, I guess it would be, it's like a small shepherd's hook. These things that hold plants. There's a small one out there that I'm using. There's a small decorative cat that's on the front porch that came from scrapping. Ton of stuff. So, you know, scrapping is obviously about the metal, cleaning up the environment, obviously trying to make a few bucks. But I think of it as a treasure hunt too, because honestly, it can be a lot of fun. My daughter and I have gone together just to see what we can find. Makes it more interesting. I just thought I'd share that with you. I was sitting here thinking when I look around in my loveliness. And it's probably not everybody's cup of tea, but this just makes me happy. And started thinking about how scrap is added to that happiness, and you know, thought I'd share. See you in a bit, guys. Okay guys, made it back to the scrapyard. And I also realized I had the camera still on with me mumbling for like 25 minutes. Hey Dave, how are you? Let's see. Oh, there's a couple things in the back, I guess. All right. Found my gloves. See what this brass is gonna pay and a few other things. All right, let's see what we got. Got a couple things up front, but here I've got cords and some brass. Let's start with the brass. Now I think, I don't know if this is clean and this is dirty or how that works. Put it on it? Okay. There you go on that. Let's see if I can pull this out or if I have to open it.
Good.
I'm trying to pull it up. Oh, without opening this thing. I don't know if it's gonna come up or not. Oh, thank you. And I know we got a dryer cord on top. Got that. And I'll grab what's on the side, some stainless. Hopefully you gave me number 1 on that, I don't know. Do the battery first. Take that, thank you. Stainless? Okay. Let me check, but I think that's it. That's it up here. Am I forgetting anything, guys? Remind me. I think that's it in here. Hopefully I made it easy for you today.
That was perfect.
Always happy to help, right? How's your day going?
Good. It's slow, so it's like you can hear the clock tick.
Oh, I hate those days.
I'd say about after lunch it'll pick up.
Yeah, I haven't seen much going on out there. But honestly, the last few times I've been here, it just
That's
really...
That's exactly what I was going to say. The last few days have been really dead.
And
I types that in.
You got it, yeah. I'll be honest, the last couple months, 2-3 months, I just blame it all on the gas prices.
Yes.
I just feel like the scrappers are not out there. We're not seeing them. We're not seeing
They're
them.
competing with each other, and somebody ends up with all of them. Because there was a few of them was talking about some guys was following them around the other night on their route.
Really?
Slim pickings. So.
Yeah, it depends on where you're going, and we don't have a whole lot, we're in Lebanon, we don't have a whole lot of competition there, or Springboro. I think it just all depends on where you are, you know, but...
When's your garbage night?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So have a good one. Huh, that's interesting. Well, apparently the scrapyard's seeing it too. Now, wouldn't you think that would be cause to raise the prices as an incentive? I don't know. Is that silly of me to think something like that? How are you, Mr. Tyler? I'm doing good, doing good. I took a few days off, so...
It's nice sometimes.
Yeah,
Reset from looking at metal.
But you know, the funny thing is, I take the time off and where am I? I'm at the scrapyard. I said I don't have a life, but, well, yeah, at least I get to see you guys, right?
Yeah, that's true.
There you go.
You guys are
And it
good.
just makes my, time off.
Very good. I'm glad.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too. See you, Tyler. I do like the folks here. They're nice people, as I always say. They're friendly and they're helpful and you don't give them any crap, they don't give you any crap, they'll bend over backwards for you, honestly. So good job, Cohen. I always give you guys a shout out because, you know, it's not an easy job. Somebody's got to do it, so we appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna weigh in and all right, guys, we're back to dump the second load of iron. And we'll see how this goes. Thank you, dear. See, we got a nasty stove to get rid of here, that's for sure. Nasty stove, go bye-bye. Dennis told me there was another cedar bucket. If it works, it looks pretty new. Yeah, that's sweet. Thank you, Dennis, for thinking of me. I do love those I looked at a bike and said I do love those bikes. I do love those cedar buckets. They work really well. Come on, there you go. Okay, he said he wanted a table. Is that the table he wants? Okay, is this the mop? Oh, there's the mop. All right, let me get my steps because the only instructions I had were don't get rid of my metal chair and don't get rid of my metal table because I'm going to use those for micro scrapping. So I'm guessing this is the metal table he wants. He said, you'll see it. Well, honey, it is in my way. That aside. Uh-huh. that metal? Or is that aluminum? That's metal. Obviously. We don't want to put those crutches in our aluminum stacks. Okay. Come back here. So we're keeping this. I think it's a relic aluminum. Crutches. That's aluminum, he said, I think. Don't let him take my stole. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Awesome. Perfect. I had strict instructions to keep certain things. He wants to use that as a chair and table for micro scrapping. So,
Yeah.
you know, what the heck?
Is this the only last load today?
Yeah, as far as I know it is.
Well, you have a wonderful day.
Well, you too. Have a great weekend. Long weekend, right?
Yeah.
So those are...
Got the boy's birthday, we got football, and then we might go to...
we had 23 pounds. That was a 23-pound battery, and to pay $3.45. We had 10 pounds of the yellow brass. That's the lamp that I took apart. So that was kind of nice. Paid $15.50. So essentially, the lamp and the 2 pieces from the water heaters paid $15.50. We had 620 pounds of iron, $43.40. 35 pounds of stainless, paid $9.80. And 19 pounds of number 1 wire, paying $24.70. So more than we expected on this load, $96.85. So with the first load this morning, it was $150 for clearing out a couple trucks. We're going to be busy again this weekend, and see you on Tuesday.
So we went and picked up a dryer. We didn't notice this until we got it in the truck. So apparently there are no fans of mine around here. Because once we picked it up and put it in the truck, well, there's the back of it, which is what we saw. And then she points out the next thing.
Check this out.
So if you're Paul from Scrap and Pallet Man, you can have it. If you're Mr. Scrappity, apparently they're not fans of you.
How rude.
But even more interesting, apparently that's who they want to have it.
DMK Scrapping?
So Paul didn't get it. Mr. Scrappy never was going to get it. So Darren, I'm going to hold this for you. If you want it, I'll
Start driving.
send you my address and I'll see you in about 2 days. It's probably worth $8. I appreciate the shout out. More than you know. I appreciate Mr. Scrappity helping us. I like the fact that Paul's taking a look at the videos. We appreciate all the help we can get. Hopefully, I'll have 1,000 subs here in the next couple weeks. Thanks to DMK, they've went up about 30, I believe. So I appreciate his people helping us. I did finally figure out what DMK stood for. It took me a while. It's Diabolical Mad Killing of the Scrap. I figured it out. See y'all.
All right, he's gonna try another dump off the truck. Got to get this dryer off for now. Perfection. That was a nice drop. Good job.
All right, well, you come to the part of our program where it's story time. I know y'all look forward to it. And don't know what we're gonna find next. So a woman gets on the bus and without saying a word, she gestures to the bus driver by sticking her thumb on her nose and waving her fingers at the driver. Driver acknowledges the lady, turns to her and uses both hands in the same type of gesture and waves all his fingers at her. The woman holds her right arm out at the driver and chops at it a few times with her left hand. Then the driver puts his left hand on his right bicep and jerks his right arm up in a fist at her. The woman then cups both of her hands under her breasts and lifts gently. So the driver places both of his hands at his crotch and gently lifts up. Then the woman frowns, runs a finger up between her derriere, and then she gets off the bus. There's another woman sitting in the front row of the bus who witnessed the whole exchange. And she speaks up. you know I've got to tell you, that is absolutely the most disgusting exchange I've ever seen from a bus driver to a passenger. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Then bus driver gets pissed off. He says, listen, lady, that lady that got on the bus, she's a deaf mute. She asked me if the bus went to 5th Street. I said, no, we're going to 10th Street. She asked me if we make many stops. I told her that this was the express. Then she asked me if we could go by the dairy. And I told her we go to the ballpark. And then she said, shit, I'm on the wrong bus, and got off.